watching Contemporary Politics. Today, we shall be talking about the concepts of political science, meaning and definitions of political science. But before I start the video, if you're new to this channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon. Do not forget to hit the like button and try to share the video as much as you can. Besides, I would like to say that I will be uploading the other videos on my YouTube channel, and I want you to be the subscriber and press the bell icon so that you may not miss any video in future, and the notifications shall come to you in the first instance. Let's start the video.
I'm Zubair Ahmed Mir, and today we shall talk about political science. So my dear students, political science, as I said, is a very vast subject, and it has been there since the generations, and people have been talking about the same subject as it has been a part and parcel of our social and economic as well as political life. I say that political science is a subject that has a vast base, and people have been talking about the same subject as it actually enlightens them every now and then with a lot of stuff, with a lot of theories, and with a lot of practical explanations. So let us talk about political science, what in general political science is, and why do we need to study about political science in the contemporary democratic system, in the present world, and why has it become an important part of our lives. So political science, before I tell you about the proper and etymological meaning of political science, it is very important to understand the nature and the logical explanation of the concept political science. So political science actually is concerned with the theoretical explanation of political reality. Now I said political science is actually concerned with the political realities, but it first of all tries to explain the political realities. Now, what do you mean by political realities? We have a lot of things that are going on right now in our country, and we as citizens need to understand the stuff, and we need to enlighten the people about the same. We need to follow and make a proper public opinion for the same. If we are making a proper public opinion, then the administrative department and the administration of our country, I mean to say the government of the country, will come to know what are the problems of the people and how do we need to access and how do we need to solve these problems, and what are the logical solutions that are available in front of us that political science gives us and tries to solve them. So political realities, as I was talking about, we have a lot of political realities presently in our country at the international level. I will not tell you anything about the international realities. I would like to talk about the political realities of my country, of my state, of my local area. And one of the biggest problems that we have in our country is casteism, is untouchability, is communalism, and we need a proper solution to solve these kind of problems. And if you really have a desire to solve these problems, then you as citizens must know the fundamental rights, the political rights, the civil rights that we have as the citizens of our country. For example, Indian Constitution provides us with a lot of stuff. There are a number of solutions that are possibly, available in front of us, and we can make use of these, things, these fundamentals of this Indian Constitution to solve our problem. And one of the basic solution is that if you have to fight for the rights of the other people, the lower sections of the society, I mean to say Harijans, Dalits, or you can say untouchables or Shudras, you can try to implement the fundamental rights rigorously, or you can say properly, in the country, because it is one of the important parts of the Indian Constitution. So if you have to solve the problem of casteism, my dear students, I say that it is the time to implement the fundamental rights properly in the country, so that all the people will be treated on equal basis. Like, I would like to say Article 14 of the Indian Constitution that is available to us, why don't we ask the government of the country to implement the same in the country, so that all the people may live their lives properly. Article 14 of Chapter 3rd, Fundamental Rights, Indian Constitution says that all the people shall be treated on equal basis, so there will be no discrimination at all. So this is one of the possible solutions that we can find in our constitution. So this is what political science tries to make us understand. I said it is the theoretical explanation of things, or theoretical explanation of political realities that we have. And I said one of the political realities is casteism, and we have to solve it. First of all, political science will try to explain things, what are the problems and how you need to solve these problems. Now the solution is already there. What is the need of the hour is to understand it and then try to implement the same in the country. So Article 14 is there, and it is the basic and proper solution that political science or our constitution has already provided to us. Second, Article 15 of the Indian Constitution, Chapter 3rd, Fundamental Rights, talks about that there shall be no discrimination on the basis of class, color, gender, religion, etc. So if this fundamental right of the Indian citizens will be implemented properly by the government of the country, and all the people will have a chance to enjoy this fundamental right that they have in possession as per the constitution, then there will be no discrimination at all, and casteism, I say, will come to an end. So basically my point is that political science actually makes us aware about the political realities of the world, and at the same time provides us with practical solutions of the things. Now let's move back to casteism, and let me give you one more explanation or one more solution to the casteism that we have, to the political reality that we are facing right now in the country. And that is Article 16 of the Indian Constitution. Article 16, Chapter 3rd, Fundamental Rights, it talks about that there shall be equality of opportunity given to each and every person in the society. So if you are giving equal opportunities to each and every person in the society, they will try their level best to be at their good self, or to be at their best selves. They will utilize this opportunity. And you know that the greatest resource of a society, of a country, is its human population. When you, as a part of the government, as a responsible citizen, are giving these chances or these fundamental rights to your citizens, they will surely try to develop their personality, and they will surely help to develop their country by one way or the other way. For example, being a teacher, if I have been given a chance to apply for public service posters, for example IAS, IPS, IFS, etc. kind of posters, if I have the capacity and capability, and I will be selected as one of the members of UPSC, I have already been given a choice, I have already been given an opportunity, and I am utilizing this opportunity. So if I have these qualities, then I will surely try to solve the problems of the people at the local level, at the state level, at the national level, and at times I will be an asset, or you will be an asset for the government, because you are going to provide them with a lot of solutions internationally. We have a number of IFS officers, Indian Forest Service agents, who are working for the betterment of their country every now and then, because they want their country to be the best of all. They want their country internationally renowned. So you should be given the opportunity, because you already have the capacities, and it is the duty and responsibility of the government to implement the solutions that we have, to give them the opportunities that they deserve as citizens of the country. So Article 16 says equality of opportunity, no discrimination at all. Even though if I am a Brahmin, I am a Kshatriya, I am a Vaishya or Shudra, because casteism is based on the principle of birth, or you can say the principle of, being a part of one of the stratifications of the society, one of the segments of the society. You don't need to, talk about these kind of things. You need to forget about these things, because being a part of the Indian society, you are a part of the union, because Article 1 of the Indian Constitution, Chapter 1 says India is a union of states, because your constitution is giving you the right to be a part of the Indian Constitution, to be a part of the Indian Union, and at the same time try to develop your country by one way or the other way. Now, moving forward to the next, solution that we have for casteism as political science is, trying to explain the things, then tries to, provide us with solutions. I would like to talk about Article 17 of the Indian Constitution, which says, Chapter 3, Article 17, Chapter 3, Fundamental Rights, Indian Constitution. It talks about the prohibition of untouchability, that there shall be no, kind of untouchability kind of, sentiment in you. If you're practicing this kind of thing, then you must be punished as per law, under rules, as per the provisions and principles of Indian Penal Code, as per the provisions and principles of the Indian Constitution, as per the provisions and principles of CRPC. So if you think that you are more superior than the other citizens in the country, then you are lost. Then you don't know and you don't understand the real meaning and basic meaning of humanism. Being a citizen, you must not forget that if I have the right to vote, if I have the right to be a part and parcel of every governmental activity or anything that is provided to me, then the same kind of rights should be provided or should be given to the other members of the society. So Article 17 I was talking about. Besides this, we have two different acts, that try to defend the fundamental rights of the Indian citizens. Untouchability Prohibition Act of 1956. Then we have Civil Liberties Prohibition Act of 1976. The need of the hour is to understand political science theoretically, then try to understand the practical solutions that we have, and then make or form a public opinion, so that the government will come to know what is the solution to solve these problems, and then persuade the government to implement these things. If the government is implementing the things, no problem is going to be there in the country, and our country, I say, is going to cherish, is going to develop, and it is going to rock on every stage of the international platform, on the international podiums that we have. Then let's talk about the last article of today's topic and last solution for casteism, that is Article 18 of the Indian Constitution, Chapter 3, Fundamental Rights. I say Article 18 or the Indian Constitution, Article 18 says that there shall be abolition of titles, and no title should be given to a person in a society. Once you start giving titles to people in the society, they start to discriminate people on certain grounds, especially on titles. I'm not talking about the titles that are given to the people in army, in border security force, or you can say the air force that we have. They have their own culture. For example, people may be called as brigadier, or they may be called as lieutenants or colonels, etc., kind of things. These are the ranks that they use in their military stuff. So I am not talking about the security agencies of my country. I'm talking about the civil societies that we live in, that we are a part of. So these are the possible solutions. If we refrain from doing these kind of things, then surely our country is going to develop every now and then, and we may try to solve the problem of casteism, and there is not this problem is not going to be there for more time, for any longer. So let's talk about the etymological derivation of the term politics. I said that politics is the theoretical, or you may say that it is the logical explanation of political realities. But I at the same time said that it tries to provide us with the possible solutions as well. You know, the solutions that I presented in front of you, being a part of the Indian country, being a citizen of the Indian country. Besides this, you know, when we talk about political science, what political science is all about, what is the reality of political science, and how it has come down to us. I say political science has been derived from a Greek word polis, which means state. And this term was actually devised and used by one of the renowned Greek philosophers. His name is Aristotle, and he is considered to be the father of political science. And let me tell you, Aristotle was the disciple of Plato, and Plato was the disciple of Socrates. So there is a chain going on, and all these, political thinkers or philosophers have been, very great, and they have contributed a lot to the world, and their theories and their explanations are still being accepted all over the world. Like, we still study the Republic of Plato. We still study the Politics written by Aristotle and the other books, written by greatest philosophers and thinkers of Greek city-states. So generally, or basically, when you talk about politics, I said it has been derived from a Greek word polis, which means city or state. But actually, what do we do in city or state? We try to manage things, and we try to solve the problems, and we try to look into the matters of international importance. Or you can say the problems that we have in the society at the local level, at the national level, or at the state level, then try to solve them. So I can say, or I should say, that political science is an art of administration, where people come to know about the administrative stuff of a particular society, a particular constitution, a particular state or country. They try to understand first, then try to, solve the problems and disputes of the people. So it has a Greek derivation, and the term was devised by Aristotle, and I said that he's considered to be the father of political science. And so ultimately, I would like to say at last that most of the things or books that we talk about, that we study in our schools, or that we study, mostly for leisure, they have come down to us generation after generation from the Greek city-states. So this was all about what political science is, what was the etymological derivation of the term, and what actually political science tries to study and how it tries to solve. That was all from my side. Let's meet, inshallah ta'ala, in the next lecture. Till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.